Hello to all you wonderful weirdos out there. I'm the one and only former moon god. Trust me, I did not land on that name from any kind of narcissism. Welcome to the strangest playthrough slash visual novel experience I've posted to this channel thus far in the form of the 100-line Last Defense Academy. If you are just joining, I have been uploading this playthrough day by day for every corresponding in-game day so far, and plan to do so for all, give or take, 100 in-game days. I've been at it a while already, so if a shot in the dark playthrough of a game with 100 possible endings is up your alley, it's not too late to subscribe. Click that bell and catch up using the playlist listed first on the homepage right below the trailer. I repeat, I have no idea what ending I'm getting. And because I realized already I am on some kind of route, I can't promise you there won't be spoilers. Proceed at your own risk, and let's get on with today's task! Welcome to day 41, you wonderful weirdos. By the time dawn broke the next morning, we had arrived safely back at the academy. After heading back to our rooms to freshen up, we went to the cafeteria. Zombie and I had come up with a plan on the way back. It's not quite right. I suppose it's supposed to have a thicker, richer texture. Sorry, I don't really know what to add to fix that. How did she make this look so easy? Oh, hey guys! I was wondering what that smell was. Huh? You two disposing of a body or something? Of course not. We're making curry. Oh, you're trying to replicate the Suzuki curry? Dude, that is an impossibility, dude. Curry? Right now? Why? At second to last Defense Academy, there was this girl, Kurara. She used to make this really delicious curry. The recipe was passed down through generations of the Suzuki family. I wanted to try to recreate it before I forget how it tasted. The way things are now, that flavor is something only Takumi and I have experienced. Wow! It's that good? I'm feeling hungry just hearing about it. It usually hurts my jaw to eat real food. But do you think I could have some? Sure, it's not as good as anything Kurara would have made, but I hope you'll still like it. Darumi shot me another encouraging smile, as if she were patting me on the back for getting along with Nozomi. I told you someone was cooking! Whatever it is, it smells delicious! Huh? Oh? You two made this? I was gonna sit down to dinner, but I think I just lost my appetite. You three should have some. We made too much anyway. It's a long way off from the original, but it's still tasty. Right, Takumi? Huh? Yeah, of course. Can we, brother dearest? Good grief. If Miss Kurofuji has forgiven Mr. Sumino, we'll look petty if we keep holding out. Sheesh. Why'd you have to go and make up when we weren't around? Seriously though, I'm sorry. I totally get why you'd all be angry at me. I can't guarantee you there won't be other situations like that, but even if there are, I won't ever betray you. I can promise you that much. Fine. Huh? But if your curry sucks, I'm not pulling any punches. Deal. Don't worry, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. That evening, the whole team ate and talked and laughed together for the first time in way too long. Apologies wouldn't change the choice I made, but there was still a way for me to make things right. I would use Redstone to bring the others back. I was more determined than ever now. After we all had enough curry and camaraderie, Darumi and I broke off from the group and snuck off school grounds. Today was day 41, after all. The day we'd arranged to meet with the old man. So, you have come.
Ooh.
You have a new fire in your eyes. Did something happen to strengthen your resolve? Yeah, we've been pretty busy. But today's the time limit, right? This is when we have to decide whether to revive Retsnum the way it is or inside of another person. I've tried to think about it, but I keep going back and forth and getting confused. So I'm just gonna leave it to you, Takumi. Do whatever you think's best. You're being awfully casual about this. For real, I won't blame you for anything, whatever happens. We're in this together. Well then, allow me to state your options one more time. Revive Retsnum as it is, and attempt to control the raging beast. Or revive it inside of someone, consigning them to untold pain, and perhaps even worse. Which will you choose? What is your decision? My decision. Okay, so, I am not going to mince words here. I had prepared something in advance to really explain my thought process behind this choice because, oh my god, this one actually sucks. So, I'll start off by saying this is one of the most insane moral quandaries I've had to think through in the entirety of my time playing video games. There is no mincing words. I had to put the game down, write my thoughts on paper to truly reflect on the implications of such a move. Because either way, we are reviving a creature with untold destructive power in hopes that maybe we could, save someone. And also just the way that, things are just being stated here by the old man, like, I'm still having second thoughts, even when I've written it down, because it almost seemed like he's describing the whole letting it be revived in another person, like, as a much worse fate. Yes. Okay, so, here we go. This is my whole thought process. First, I looked at the similarities between the two cases. Both cases were the proposed ways to revive an eldritch demon with revival capabilities. Both have significant benefits, with drawbacks having similar intensity, and then both options have no guarantees that they will work to begin with. Either way, this was why it was a hard choice, due to how each balanced each other out. This is why I shifted to look at both of these options by comparing their details. The first option would be to revive the creature the way it is, in its purest form, with the method of obtaining the former teammates. Basically by, worshipping this thing like some sort of god. The benefit here would be not needing to utilize someone as a host, thereby, allowing them not to experience excruciating pain. Drawbacks, however, are in the form of the descriptors given by the old man. The creature being described as the incarnation of hunger. Without any will to subdue it, there is a decent chance this creature could possibly evolve into a horror far beyond what Veshness is capable of. There's also no guarantee that the creature would take to being worshipped to begin with, and therefore avoiding the chance of any revival of teammates to begin with. So again, no guarantees it will work, but for the sake of just letting yourself just give yourself over to the whims of fate here to see, like, if this beast is even going to give a to begin with. Option 2 would be to revive the creature from within a human host. The upside is the host is theorized, and I repeat, theorized, to have full control over the process, becoming one with the creature to produce our own tears in theory. And then, of course, there are the downsides. Because of the old man's descriptors, once again, the unending hunger will plague the host specifically, devouring them from the inside and subjecting them to excruciating pain. There is no guarantee the host could bring the creature under control, too. I feel like the only way to mitigate this is if you put a host with a very strong willpower in play, in the off chance that you're able to actually subdue the creature and impose your will on it. But again, there is no guarantee this will work. And an added drawback, I don't think it was mentioned one time who was going to play the role of the human host. And I am honestly scared of who precisely is going to take that role should I pick this choice. So at this point, the root of this question is not necessarily how you will revive Retsnam, but what precisely are you willing to give up control over? As one choice sacrifices control of the overall process, while maintaining others' autonomy. So again, giving yourself up to the whims of fate. And one, sacrificing the autonomy of one to gain control over the process. Again, no guarantees that either option will work. No real idea if you will even be able to produce the tier in the first place. This is really what sucks. This is a choice between two equally terrible options. And even then, I don't even know if I'm making the right choice here, because this is incredibly risky. But here is where I stand on the issue, simply because I am someone who likes to have maybe just a little bit more control, or take the risk of having maybe a little bit more control over the process. Despite its drawbacks, despite what I would possibly do, I mean, it's basically the same way that I went about, the Last Defense Academy choice. Thinking about the greater good of the whole by sacrificing something else. And as much as this choice is incredibly hard, difficult, and even just unnaturally painful, I have made the choice to allow Retsnam to be revived inside somebody because of how much that you could possibly control the process from within and allow someone to become one with this beast to produce the singular tears. I mean, I'm still afraid of who possibly will take this role as the host. But I am not. I am not in a position to back down now. At the end of the day, this is one possibility out of many, and I am prepared to face the consequences, no matter how dreadful, no matter how insane they are. Because again, it's still we're reviving an eldritch god either way, an eldritch monster either way. Like, this is going to suck. I have a feeling that regardless of either case, each the team's gonna have to face Retsnum and gonna have to face this guy as a result of Takumi's, well, really insane risk proposition in this circumstance. So, it. I'll revive Retsum inside of someone. Put it in me. And that's... I thank God. Thank God I was right to think he would be the kind of person to let something like that be revived inside him. Like, he is just that type of guy, and I am so... Okay. The guy has the most powerful hemo anima in the entire army, so, I mean, it makes sense. You're offering yourself as a host? Are you sure about this? The reason I'm doing all this is to bring back the friends I've lost. And fusing Retsnum with a human is our best chance at that, right? Then this is really the only choice I can make. The pain is going to be much worse than you imagine. We have no way of knowing what other effects the process may have on you either. I know. But if that's what it takes to bring them back, I'm willing to risk it. Please. Do it. You got man. If that is your decision, I have no reason to try to dissuade you. But I think that young lady behind you may have something to say about it. Wait, what? Behind me? Darumi, no! I turned to see Darumi smiling her usual manic smile. She was holding something long and thick in her hands. Maybe a pipe or beam she'd pick up somewhere. Darumi, no! Hey, better, swing! She reared her weapon back and swung it at my head with all her might! No! Crap! She did it! She's taking Takumi's place! Holy sh**, no! What did I do? What have I done? Jesus Christ, girl, if you would just let Takumi do this... Oh! I reeled back, my ears ringing, my vision blurring. All the life went out of me, and I fell in a heap on the floor. The last thing I heard before my conscience cut out completely was a familiar happy-go-lucky voice.
Sorry about this, Takumi.